What's up, YouTube? It's your boy RushMoreRick. We're back with another reaction video. Bonnie Blue officially went too far. Anytime I hear that name, you know what I'm saying, I just get chills. Like, let's tap in. Let's see what's this about.
15th of June, I'm going to be tied up in a glass box and open to the public. You can choose to either get involved or just walk around, watch, enjoy the show.
Like, I love the idea that I don't know who's going to be inside of me. There was times I was in doggy and I'd turn around and I would have no idea who's in the back of me. And I love that.
That's disgusting.
I love it.
Hey man, enough is enough. enough is enough. We are done. This is sick. This is ridiculous. Enough is enough. OnlyFans extremist Bonnie Blue has honestly taken this to a whole nother level. These are now involving these public stunts, and all of this is tied into the conversation that I've been having on this platform and many other platforms about this one-upping culture when it comes to creating content. But it's finally backfired and kicked her in the back because OnlyFans, yes, the OnlyFans, the platform in which we say should take some charge, has finally decided to.
Bonnie Blue had been permanently banned on OnlyFans after she announced her next event was going to be a petting zoo with her locked in a glass box. Do you know how much of a S rank level demon you have to be banned from OnlyFans? Literally one of the only platforms I would say in the world that there is no TOS. There's no terms of service. You can post whatever you want. You got banned from a platform that allows you to post whatever you want. That shit is wild to me.
To ban her from the platform indefinitely. Round of applause. Round of applause. Think about how bad you have to be for OnlyFans to ban you. Now,
That's what I'm saying.
They're not the fondest of the nature in which this content is went anyway. Like, they didn't want their platform to be known as this type of platform. But when you see videos like this, you have to do something.
Sorry, Daddy, but today I'm going to be stretched out a lot.
Who are these deviants? Who is that one dude?
I cannot wait to be leaving here in a wheelchair. I don't know if it's medically possible to be able to take all of these at once.
Wait a minute. Is there a little boy in the background? That kid right there in the back. Why does he look like he's 12 years old? Bonnie Blue had dubbed this event known as the petting zoo. And this is what she said about it, quote unquote, for 24 hours, I'm all yours. Tied up, gagged, bent over, begging, however you want me. You can have me. No limits, no breaks. Just me in a box and ready to be used. She also said that you could come and watch and that she planned.
Like, what was the thought process behind? Like, does she have a team? Do y'all think she has a team that was like just pitch her the craziest, most outlandish, the most you know what I'm saying, disgusting shit? Like, something like that that's like bad. Like, at what point is enough? You know what I'm saying? Because she did the whole, I think, the 100 men in a day or some shit like that, and it's like, how far are you willing to take this, and for what? What is your goal? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to be the most freaked out OnlyFans creator on the planet? Because I feel like you already got the title, and if you already got the title, then what else are we chasing? What is the dragon in this scenario?
To break some sort of world record, the record that she passed with doing
1,000. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It wasn't accurate. I said 100. Add 900 to that. She did 1,000. And what?
Like 1,057 men in 24 hours. Yeah, she wants to have 2,000 plus men plus the people watching. Bonnie Blue is literally the jigsaw of work. And there's some people that have been calling her out on the internet, saying that this is like public exploitation, humiliation, this is sex offense. Like, you can't do this stuff in public. They're going to be harming her. Like, this is going to be taken to the furthest extent of the furthest extent. And not only is she upsetting a lot of people in the public sphere, because I think a lot of people are sick of this OnlyFans content anyway, she's also shaking
they're sick of it becoming like just popularized. Like, the whole idea behind OnlyFans, the platform itself, and people that go on it, like, I don't give a fuck about it. If anything, I'm all for it. Empower yourself, monetize yourself, but at the same time, it's becoming the popular thing to, you know what I'm saying, broadcast that into the literally the face of millions of people. Not everybody wants to go onto Instagram, X, or TikTok and be baited with the idea or OnlyFans farmed. You know what I'm saying? How they'll post a video and then they'll say, oh, you could come here and watch the rest. Click my link. Nobody wants to click the link in your bios. We're tired of this. We're tired of it being in our face when we're just trying to doom scroll social media. That's already bad enough. We're doom scrolling. So now we got to be doom scrolling and worry about the link in my bio demons every few slides. Now I will say this: it only gets as bad as your algorithm is. So if you entertaining this shit, of course you gonna see it often. Nigga like me, I ain't gotta worry really about that because I'm not entertaining that shit. But this shit is like, we're tired of seeing it. I think society as a whole is starting to realize that this shit, like, y'all are trying to normalize something that shouldn't be normalized.
Table in the content creator sphere, other workers have come to talk about Bonnie Blue, disparage her for her actions and her extreme types of content. You know, famous corn star Lisa Ann has talked about, you know, when can they get Bonnie Blue banned, and ultimately when it happened, it was celebrated. And it has even been reported that Sophie Rain, one of the big dogs in the game, was a part of the team that got her banned. Sophie Rain literally stated out that it's no longer women's empowerment. This is about self-harm. She tweeted out, I hope one day she realizes how much self-harm she's done. And we've seen this happen in this.
And I feel like they don't realize it in the moment. You could only realize the amount of self-harm that you're doing further down the line. Like when all that, like, you're not going to see it because I feel like when you're reaping the benefits, and she's making money, she's making millions of dollars. That's why she's doing this. That's why a lot of people, don't just say women and don't just say men. A lot of people are you know what I'm saying, with a tiny ounce of clout, a tiny ounce of fan base, they're running to OnlyFans because they know that if you could catch that lightning in the bottle, you can make serious money just off the degenerates on the internet who are willing to pay to see anything. So I feel like as long as you have money coming in, you got millions coming in, hundreds of thousands coming in. Of course, you're not gonna see what the amount of harm you're doing to yourself in a moment. But when all this shit dries up, when all this shit don't matter anymore, when Bonnie Blue as a content creator does not matter anymore, because there's always going to be somebody younger, there's always going to be somebody newer. The attention is not going to stay with you forever. They're going to gravitate towards somebody else. And when your clout dries up, and you're sitting there, you're wondering like, damn, now what is my life now? You're gonna be kicking yourself in the ass because all of that you've done leading up to the moment that you're ultimately forgotten about in that content space, you're going to be like, damn, what was it for? What was it for? Yeah, you got millions, but you're on the internet forever as this thing, and you can't change it. You can't shake it. You're going to be forever seen as that, and you're going to be forgotten about.
Type of content before. Lily Phillips did her 100,000 men special or whatever she did, and we saw the aftermath where she literally cried because there was no sort of satisfaction coming from satisfying all these men.
I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's very like, it's kind of like being a pro in a sense of like, it's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
it's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah, just one in, one out. Like, it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
Now that was Lily fresh off of 100 men. Think about if we times that by 10 and then times that by 10 again. Well, 1,000 times 10 isn't. You understand what I'm saying. This sort of thing isn't fulfilling, and it's not just us as content creators who keep our clothes on who are telling these people this. It's not just, you know, audience members telling her this. Now it is the content creators in the same exact field literally calling Bonnie Blue and these shenanigans out. They're talking about how she does not have to go to these extreme lengths to do sorts of content like this in order to garner some sort of audience. Literally, she could stay clothed and still pull in big amounts of money. Sophia Rain talked about how, yo, I make more money than you and I don't do half of the extreme stuff you do. At this point, it's a level of degeneracy that nobody can even understand. And maybe I'll give Bonnie Blue some sort of pass because clearly
no, you see, and that's where we don't give passes, Because if you give people any type of pass, that kind of like, it's almost like, if you went about it a different way, this would be okay. If you weren't trying to take it this extreme and you were just doing something minor to this aspect, it'll be okay. None of this shit is okay. None of the stuff that she's doing, none of the stuff that Lily Phillips was doing, you know what I'm saying? None of that is okay. You're just, you know what I'm saying? Some people gotta hear the hard truth. And the hard truth of the matter is, when you're trying to put in action some of this shit that's not only fucking yourself up, but fucking the society up around you. Why are you putting yourself in a glass box in the middle of a city, allowing anybody to fondle with you in any which way? There has to be a certain, I feel like there has to be a certain level of self-respect in which we, you know what I'm saying, we carry ourselves with, and we're not just chasing virality. We're not just chasing, you know what I'm saying, clout. We're not just chasing money. There has to be some integrity behind the money that we're pursuing. You know what I'm saying?
There has to be something mentally going on up here for her to be okay with doing this. And not just her doing this, but her whole family saying that, like, this is okay behavior.
Hearing all these stories that your daughter is saying.
It's just part of her job, it's her, and that's it.
How does it make you feel, though?
I'm proud of her. I don't mind.
So even when you hear, you know, that she slept with 158 guys in, was it a week?
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
It's just part of a job, and that's it.
So you don't have any kind of, you know, emotional response to it?
No, at first I did, but not anymore.
So you see, Bonnie, when you told your parents what you do, how did that conversation go?
I actually didn't tell them. A video got leaked. I would have always told them, but like, I'd only just started, so I wasn't ready to explain why I've chose to do this job. And you sort of had somewhere explaining it. My sister explaining to my mum.
Right, and how did you react to that?
I was gutted at first, I really was. It was shock.
Look, I know your kid is...
Like, imagine your child, your sweet and loving child that you raised up. I'm saying, assuming that you raised them the right way. The moment they turn 18, they don't even tell you that they're going into the OnlyFans or the corn industry at first. You find out because of a leaked video, and then all of a sudden you're just expected to be okay with it. But her mom, she just said she's proud of her. That shit is wild. Like, we really live in a society where I remember, and I'm not old, so don't say I'm old when I say this, but parents used to really, really want the best for their kids. Parents used to want their kids to be doctors, lawyers, police officers, fucking biochemists, astronauts. The kids used to want to be these things, but now it's almost like nobody wants to, you know what I'm saying, be anything of value anymore. Like, nobody wants to do that. This is the new career path that a lot of young adults, is the moment they turn 18, they waste no time. They're going to that website, they're creating an account, and they're posting that, click the links in my bio. They're not trying anymore.
Like your kid, but there becomes a point in time where it's not just your job, it's not just whatever, it's about their health, safety, and well-being. She should be on some sort of conservatorship because the actions that she's depicting are insane. I think what she's doing has strayed away from women empowerment, work conversations. And even though I was critical of those conversations in the first place, I do believe that there is some room and realm for work to exist in the United States, in the world, whatever the case may be. But what she is doing lacks humanity. I'm seeing clips of her putting on fake stunts where she's either getting arrested or whether she's being tied down by a bunch of men, you know, playing in sort of the sickest fantasies of people where they are literally taking your human element out of your body and treating you as some sort of instrument or tool. And maybe that's what she is, but there's no way that we can say that this is some sort of women empowerment conversation when then you turn yourself into an object.
Well, I'm actually doing my own theatre next month.
Are
so
you?
Maybe you could come to that and you see the amount of men that pay to watch me be in a glass cage for 24 hours.
To do what in a glass cage?
Well, I'll just be like a zoo animal. They can come if they want to f me, they can f me. If they just want to stare at me, they're welcome to. But I'm going to be tied up in a glass box for a couple of days, and my body is for everyone. It's happening in June.
So you're going to get paid to be in a box and just let anyone do whatever they want to you?
Yeah,
And
well, obviously I get paid once I make the video, but the actual act is completely free. I'm not saying, oh my God, for you to see me naked, you've got to pay loads of money. No, it's free of charge. Anybody can come.
Is there like a limit or a certain standard of man that can be around you?
No,
Or
as long as
inside
they're
you?
of legal age, like anybody and everybody's welcome. I don't discriminate. Whether you're fat, skinny, small, big, anyone.
Out of the 1,000.
And if you're hearing this, like, I believe her 100%. This girl is not smiling. She's not farming. She's not baiting. That is her. And I don't know how, you know what I'm saying, how mentally lost she is from the plot of doing something like this. Like, you can tell this idea genuinely in her head is this is an Einstein level play. Einstein level. She does not feel anything of this other than, oh, I'm about to do the next big thing for the OF space. Like, she's probably feeling like a pioneer. She's Kanye right now. She probably feels like, yeah.
Man, there was a lot of barely legal boys. Do you not have a problem with the fact that they're literally borderline underage?
No, because they're 18.
But they're still children.
Yeah, but they're 18.
What if he was 17?
Wow.
Well, then no, because that'd be illegal.
Would you still, if it wasn't on camera?
No.
No, so your limit is 18 years old. But they are still...
I'd happily take someone like on their 18th birthday, like no problem.
How old
because
are
they're
you?
18, 25.
Now, believe it or not, Bonnie Blue goes on.
She's 25. She's same age as me.
On to say that she is providing a safe place for these 18-year-olds to, you know, get off their sick fantasies or have sex with her for the first time, because it's a better environment than them, you know, experiencing normal sex with some young woman. This is the empowerment that she's talking about.
You are confused, or you don't know, or you might someone's in a dead-end job and they think they're going to look at you and might consider, okay, maybe I should just sell my body. It's the easy way out and I'll just be a whore too. That's not a great example to set for any person. And as a woman, you should try, especially a woman who has a platform that you have now, should try and do something to help women, to uplift women, to make us feel secure, to make us feel safe, and to make us feel empowered. Whereas you just say, actually, we're not empowering, just lay down and be a wet rag for everyone, and that's it.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, oh, don't worry about having sex with your husband, I'll do it for you. I'm saving people a job.
But you're not, actually, because you're ruining people's marriages. Why would you want to someone's husband?
If their husband wants to sleep with me and not talk about it with their wife, their marriage is already there's no.
I take it back. She's 100% rage baiting. She's 100%. With that statement, anyway, that is rage bait. Because there's no way that you can, like, morally justify sleeping with another person's fully wedded husband, you know what I'm saying, and just say the logic behind it is, oh, I'm banging your husband, I'm saving you the job. You don't got to do it, I'll do it. That is rage bait. Why are you trying to sleep with married men purposely to save the woman, the wife, the job from doing it? Why are we doing that?
Nothing to do with me.
Bonnie Blue has opened up a whole different conversation about what is pure work, what is not pure work, and I don't understand how we even gotten down that path, especially when she shouldn't even be considered into this work conversation. Well, we're looking at work as a whole in society and these sexualized conversations. I think things have gotten way too far. Every time I see a new picture of the latest Sexy Red photo or Sabrina Carpenter album, it's no longer about sales, it's depravity, it's the lowest of the low. Sabrina Carpenter's new album's cover is like her inferring that she's some sort of a dog for a man. It's not that it's, yo, she's empowered as a woman and she's sexy and she's true in her sexual identity. It's literally conditioning people to be okay with this extreme level of sex. And now we're getting to the point where it's no longer even subtly pushed. We're getting to the point where it is just overtly pushed onto people to the highest levels of extreme. There's one TikTok that I came across of the Chick-fil-A girl. You probably have seen her before, right?
And then can I also have barbecue sauce? Or do you have like a buffalo sauce? No Chick-fil-A sauce? No Chick-fil-A sauce. So you want a barbecue sauce? Yes.
That's Gina Lynn, seemingly innocent content creator on the internet. And when people found out her age, they did what people normally do on the internet, which I think is just the strangest thing with these young women, is force them into OnlyFans, force them into the OnlyFans conversation, keep suggesting that they're going to do.
And I'm not going to lie, that's where we got to hold our men accountable too. Like, these niggas are, like, society is so freaked out. Like, the moment that they find out a woman is borderline 17, 18, 19, 20, shit, don't let you be in your mid-20s. Them niggas is going to look at you like you crazy because you don't have an OnlyFans. They gonna look at you crazy like you don't have any type of exclusive content that they can pay for. Like, it's the men that push these women and aid these women in feeding these ideas to these women as well. It's not just the woman deciding, oh, I'm 18 and I don't want to try in life, I'm gonna just go make an OF account. It's not just that. It's a lot of men on these platforms who are, being predators. They're being predators. They're preying on young women and feeding them these ideologies that, oh, I would pay big money to see you like this or like that. Go make an OF account. Like shit like that don't sit right with me either. It's both sides. Both sides contribute greatly to this freaked out ass society.
OF keeps sexualizing them even if they didn't do anything.
There is speculation going around that the Chick-fil-A sauce girl is going to start an OF. And I'll put my 2 cents on this. I agree. I think she genuinely might go down that road. She has been posting herself in skimpier and skimpier outfits. I think 2 posts ago she posted herself in this really revealing club dress that she was in. And she knows what she's doing, obviously. She sees the comments. Everybody's like, oh, when's she gonna drop the OF? When's she gonna drop the OF, And somebody said, I bet $20 by the end of May she drops it. Now, you might say, oh, God forbid, a girl just wants to show off her body T. And it's like, yeah, but when you start progressively doing it and you keep seeing these reoccurring comments where people are like, oh yeah, when's she gonna drop the OF? You know what you're doing.
How can somebody say that this is normal behavior? Not the girl dropping a club dress or a bathing suit or, I don't know, a tube top because it's the summertime. No, not her. I'm talking about the countless men or countless women or countless faceless accounts who sit here, wait for these underage girls to turn 18 years old and push onto them. And I promise you it gets younger and younger and younger. These girls are getting sexualized younger and younger every single day on the internet, and it's absolutely disgusting. Hell, Bow Wow's daughter at the BET Awards the other day got sexualized because of the dress that she's wearing. And it's almost like the community at large, the people that consume this content, can't just keep to themselves. Ultimately, this shit is detrimental to young girls at the end of the day.
I didn't even know Bow Wow had a daughter.
Bonnie Blue who is pushing this over-sexualized degenerate content, or Sabrina Carpenter. This is harmful.
You are destroying young women's lives. Seriously. So as of recently, I've been bombarded with men in my comment section saying that I'm gonna start an OF, and I already addressed this. I do not plan on starting an OF, and I'm not starting an OF. As most of you know, I turned 18 in August of last summer. After I turned 18, I started being more comfortable in my outfits and stuff. And for some reason, a lot of these men think that that's a suggestion that I'm starting a OF. At first, I was going to ignore it, but I'm angry now. I'm actually really angry now. It's very hard for me to post anything anymore without feeling like an object, feeling like this is all that I am. And if it's not that, it's you're getting fat, you're not funny, you're falling off. Give me a break.
Reason why you are being seen as an object is because there are people on the other end, the Bonnie Blue end, that are literally making themselves objects, and they're okay with it. They're normalizing these conversations. Now, I do think that the men in these conversations are disgusting, are bad, or whatever the case may be. They're deplorable. They're the ones that are waiting for Billie Eilish to turn 18, Bad Baby to turn 18, all these minors to turn these specific ages so that they can be and it be justified because they're 18. This shit is weird. But nonetheless, there are women on the other end, the Sabrina Carpenters of the world, the Bonnie Blues of the world, the Lily Phillips of the world, who are playing into it and becoming the literal objects of these men's sick, depraved fantasies. There needs to be some sort of reckoning day. I'm glad OnlyFans did step up and step in, but trust me, Bonnie Blue is not the only one, and we need to have a real conversation about especially how this impacts the youth, because if we don't...
See, and I feel like the reckoning day is going to come when these fucking social media platforms actually put into place some type of two-factor authentication. Some type of, you can only make an account on our platform if you are 18 plus, 21 plus, fucking have a state ID that shows that. You know what I'm saying? Ban these fucking, as much as I like anime profile pictures, ban these fucking anime profile pictures. Make people only able to use their face, because when you're on the internet and your face is behind something, you can't troll, or you can troll, but it's like that troll is going to be forever linked to you. It's some kind of social media accountability. You know what I'm saying? A person is more likely to feel like they can get whatever off their chest because there's nothing linked back to them. They can feel like they can say whatever. They can say the most darnest of things, and they're not going to be held accountable for it because, one, their face is not attached to the statement. You have no real trace of knowing who that person is. We need to, you know what I'm saying? These platforms need to start holding people accountable, and they can only do that if we're verifying the users on our platforms, not just trying to have as much traction on the platform as possible. So we're just allowing fucking 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, etc. year olds to fucking make accounts and use our platform.
I don't even want to think about or discuss how ugly it can get.
Well, yeah, that's the video, you know. Shout out to, you know, OF for stepping. Like, how do you get banned from OF? Just think about. I'm gonna leave y'all on that note. Just think about that. Realize how bad you gotta be to get banned from a platform like that. It's your boy RushMoreRick. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss no video on the channel. I'm seeing a lot of, you know what I'm saying, shit, some positive shit. I want to say thank you for the support, for everybody supporting me right now, for the support in advance. I appreciate everything. Love y'all. We out of here. Deuces.